Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are doing a chit chat. Get ready with me as I talk about the BET Nostalgic Awards. It's not called nostalgic, but you'll see why I said it in a few. But if you're excited to see what I come up with, then keep on watching. All right, y'all. So I've already done my brows, concealed, and did like the base. So let's get into it. Before I get into it, the palette that I'll be using is the Artistry palette by Shein, the She Glam portion, and 28 neutral palettes. This came from Amazon. All right, let's get into this. Okay, girl, because I want to talk. First of all, don't be falling. First of all, do y'all watch or have y'all ever seen the BET Awards? That's first things. And if y'all have, then y'all seen how nostalgic it was seeing the BET Awards and how they incorporated 106 in Park and the old host of the show. Like, it was such a vibe. Oh my goodness, it was so good to watch. Okay, we're going to start off with the 28 neutral palette. And we're going to go in with this deep purple, like black shimmer color. And we're going to put it in the outer corner. I remember coming home from school and not necessarily turning on 106 in Park, but turning on 106 in Park for this group called B2K. Now, who remembers B2K? Because they was popping back in the early 2000s. They was popping, okay? And when they came on, when they made their appearance on the BET Awards, I was shooketh because I was not expecting to see them. But I'm glad that I seen it because, man, it's like they didn't miss a beat. That was so good. Man. So tell me, whenever y'all would watch the BET Awards, what nostalgic memory does it bring back to you? For me, when I watch the BET Awards, it's like bringing back memories. I always have a setup, a spread of snacks. Even though it's just me, I always have a spread of snacks. Because my husband, he don't watch the BET Award. He'll like glance if he's passing through. But it's typically for me. And I've been doing this since I was a kid. You know, when I was a kid, my parents would, watch. But now that they would watch here and there, but they wouldn't sit in the whole thing. But now that I'm an adult, I pretty much just be watching the whole thing by myself. And like I said, watching this one was so nostalgic. First of all, I also love how they incorporated 106 in Park at the beginning. So that was like a 10 to 15 minute like intro of 106 in Park. Now, for those of you who have watched 106 in Park, you know that was also a time. Okay, we are going to take this copper brick color right here, and we're going to place it in front of the color that we just used. That was also a time. I love when new videos would come out and we would have to wait for the world premiere, because they have so many commercials, and then they'd be like, oh, the world premiere. Or we'll just use B2K as an example since we're talking about them. B2K, oh my goodness, I absolutely love 106 in Park. And then seeing 106 in Park, it like brought back a lot of memories of different shows. Rap City. I can't think of any right now, but if y'all know any, like, leave them in the comments, because, man, that was fun. That was really fun. Let me see. Like, what did y'all like watching on 106 in Park? Of course, like I said, I've mentioned it. I love seeing whenever B2K will perform. I love when Bow Wow perform. I love when they all perform. I just love the vibe of 106 in Park. So whoever came up with that was such a genius idea. We're gonna take this gold right here. I'm gonna use my finger. Come home from school, get your snack, and then you go ahead into watching TV. Now, typically, I'm pretty certain that if I have homework, my mom would tell me to, of course, do your homework first, and then you watch your show afterwards. But nonetheless, I just could not believe it. It was nostalgic. That's all I gotta say. 106 in Park / BET Awards. Well, it was mainly the BET Awards, but that was nostalgic. And the performers who performed at the BET Awards. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about the ones who performed for the tribute of Jamie Foxx. That was very good. Jennifer Hudson is gonna take us to church every single time. Like, yes, she did. Babyface. There were 2 other guys. I cannot think of their name, but I can see they perform. Jamie Foxx's speech. Oh my goodness. That was a good show. And those who haven't seen it before, I'm sure it's on YouTube. Just type in BET Awards 2025 and it should come up. Cause it was like, now granted, I didn't see all of it. I seen a good bit, but I didn't see up to like after when Lettucey was performing. I seen her performance and I didn't see all of that. Cause at that point I was like, okay, I'm a little sleepy now. But I seen like her performance. She performed a song called Powerful Woman or Good Woman. I know it has a woman in the title of the song. And she performed that with a beautiful red dress on. And like I said, I didn't see the whole performance. But I seen enough of the whole show to be like, okay, y'all really. Well, I forgot it was the BET and 106 in Park 25-year anniversary, which is even crazy that they've been around that long. And seeing the old host, AJ wasn't there, but Free was. Roxy wasn't there, but Terrence was, and then it was Jaleesa and Big Tigger. Man. All right, y'all. So we are back with a semi-final look, but before I get into my final thoughts, I gotta tell y'all, I am so sorry. I did not realize until I was like doing my stuff off camera that my mic died, so I had to charge that. So it's gonna sound a little different. So the rest of that video, you are not going to hear anything, but thankfully I was towards the end of finishing up that look. So let me do a little recap. I used Great Lash on the top and the bottom line this time, and you did see whenever I used the bronze. No, that's not. Is it still out? The bronze jumbo liner in the color, I don't know, what is that in the color? Is this it? Oh, in the color 620, the bronze pencil. Bruh, everything just wants to fall. Like, come on now. But anyway, so I was also just wrapping up the 106 in Park and BET Awards thoughts. I was just saying, like, it's just nostalgic to see all of the old artists that was, either up and coming or just starting in that time, in that early 2000 era, and then to see them perform on the BET Awards for the 25th anniversary. yes, it was beautiful. I loved every minute of it. And like I said, I didn't see, oh, that's where I stopped at. I didn't see all of the BET Awards. I stopped around where Lettucey was performing. She performed this song either called Good Woman or Strong Woman. It has something with woman in it. She performed, and I didn't even see all of the performance because I'm like, okay, it's time to go to sleep. It's been on for a little minute now, and I think it still had like an hour or 30 minutes left in the show, but my eyes was getting heavy. I'm like, okay, it's time to go to sleep. Husband already knocked out. He was like, all right, I'm about to leave you. I'm like, wait, don't leave me. So, but yeah, it was really nice. It was a very nostalgic vibe. And if you have watched the BET Awards or 106 and Park, do you know how nostalgic is for them two to be combined? It's like having your favorite type of food in a candle or something like that. Having the two that you enjoy in one, you know? Or your favorite type of food in like a drink. Like, it was on it. And like I said, I also loved how they did the 106 and Park stage, because that's how it was watching it. You would see the big 106 and Park sign, you would see their colors and things like that. Now, of course, over time, the colors change. Well, the colors necessarily didn't change, but the design of the show changed just a tad here and there. But man, it was still amazing and nostalgic. Nostalgic is the only word that I can think of, because that's how it was. It was very nostalgic. Okay, so we're gonna go in with this 205 lip liner from She Glam. It was very nostalgic. Let me know some of your favorite moments watching this BET Awards and before, like BET Awards prior. One of my favorite BET Awards had to be when B2K performed back here in 2003, and I felt like after they performed, it just went downhill from there, because I'm like, but that look, I can't even talk. That BET Award that just passed, yes. And then let me know what is your favorite, or what was your favorite vibe, excuse me, from watching 106 and Park. Like I said, I used to love when they had like world premieres, and then you would see the world premiere of B2K, or the world premiere of Bow Wow, let me hold you, you know, or the world premiere of Anne Marie One Thing, you know. Which she did perform that song. So it's just really good. And it's crazy to see how music and people in general have evolved over the years. Okay, so I did the Blackberry 205 liner, and then I went in the middle with the neutral. And so now I'm just evening it out, or making it you know, just making it more suitable, pretty. Whether I need to add more liner, more more lipstick, That's pretty. That's really pretty. Okay, last thing I'm gonna add, and then we're gonna be done, is some, that's not it. I'll add this highlight, LA Color Shimmer Bronze in the color Radiant. But yes, I enjoyed watching it, and I wanted to know if you did as well, if you are into watching BET Awards, and and if you grew up watching 106 in Park, was you a fan of this? That's one. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm going to end it off. I'm going to put on these little flower earrings. It goes with my yellow flower dress. I kind of put my hair in like a low pony, a low braided pony. And yeah, let me give y'all a close-up. That lip is really pretty. And you can definitely play around with it. If you want to add more liner, you can add, like, a little more if you want to bring it in. If you want to add more lipstick, you can definitely do that. And then just go in the sides. Super duper pretty. Alright y'all, so we have made it at the end of the video, but don't worry, there'll be more content on the way. Make sure y'all subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell. And as always y'all, what do I say? Hold your head up high. Why? Because she walks in beauty. Bye y'all.